Hi everyone, welcome back to Your Turn to Die. Um, let me full screen first. I don't know why it's not full screen. That was weird. Anyway, part 14, and last time we were stuck. We tried to escape, this facility, but, we were met with the rubble rock wall. It seemed to explode, so, like, we can't even get out even if we wanted to. So in Qtaro's ending, when he got out, which we saw, because he collected enough tokens for the 200 at the vending machine, he wouldn't have got out anyway, which is interesting. What does that mean for the winner? But anyway, yeah, let's just dive right back in it. The emotions are really high right now, and it's really despairing. So yeah, let's just continue. Qtaro is still passed out. Kenji's clearing rocks. Kenji just can't find it in me to give up. It might be futile, but I'm gonna struggle. Fool! What can you do without heavy machinery? You're a fool beyond saving. Alice, too, began clearing the rubble. Yeah, he wants to help, too. An emergency exit sign. There certainly must be a door under these rocks. Damn it! Damn it! As many rocks as you move. No time. Qtaro was still passed out. Wonder if I can open a way, even the tiniest gap. Don't flap your mouth. Move your hands. It seems like it's only a whole nother level that we can be accomplished by human strength. So is deeply focused on the laptop, continuing to fiddle with it. He still hasn't given up. Let's talk to him. So, please, save us. The words came out unconsciously. There's nothing more I can do on my own power. If anyone can do something, it's so. I don't have enough time. I have Ranger's chip right here. If I just had another hour. So, all I might do now is hack the roll card data. Huh? I ring up Box. If I had tokens, I could have used it too. So that is the facility's exit. It's just blocked off because they exploded it. It's all over, isn't it? Now, I don't even have the energy to move. If I known about that, I wouldn't even want to see help. I can't find the words right now. So I was deeply focused on the laptop, continuing to fiddle with it. An emergency exit sign. There certainly must be a door under these rocks. Damn it! Damn it! As many rocks as you move, there's no time.
Big Sis Sarah. I went looking around. Meow.
Gin, did you find anything?
There wasn't an exit or anything. But I found a smartphone on the stairs. Meow.
Huh? There wasn't anything like that when we came up. What exactly is on it?
Meow. That sound.
A card trade? Wait, I have a sacrifice, right? What in the world is this trade? Huh? What? What happened? Why did my sacrifice become a commoner?
Big Sis Sarah.
Uh, Gian, what is it?
You just had a scary smile. Meow.
Sorry, it's nothing. More importantly, Gian, about the phone you found.
Meow.
Again? Yeah! A sharp pain in my neck. The moment I felt that, my senses cut out. No! Please stay with us! I'm done for. Hey! Ain't there some way we can save him? With so much bleeding, I fear nothing can be done. Uh, no! You can't! Respond, please! Oh, that seems like a simulation to me. Ugh! Did I just have some kind of dream? This place. Gosh, she was on the screen. Everyone, how are you feeling? I truly thank you for once again participating in the main game. I will omit detailed explanations, but I have one point of warning this time. It appears one of you lost your tablet. Due to the need for fingerprint identification, others cannot misuse it. But, as it is a disadvantage to not know your own role, a spare tablet has been placed on your table. Please use it if you are the person in question. This is all for my warning. To proceed with the rules, please touch the screen. Start. Second main game. An extravagant feast. Save scum. Okay, we have victim video, which is Kenji's video, and Megumi. E, F, first floor security footage, the tablet, the taser that was used on Kutaro, and all of the papers listing the contestants. Or the participants, sorry. Well then, allow me to explain the rules of the main game. The basic rules that are one person to be sacrificed will be chosen by majority vote. The vote will be split into two parts. Through the first round, the preliminary vote, half of the total will be chosen as candidates. As there are 8 presently alive, this would be 4. A final vote will be had using these, deciding the ultimate victim. In other words, the sacrifice is decided by narrowing it down from 8 to 4 to 1. Of importance are the 4 roles. First is the commoner. This is a normal role, which has no powers. The second is the keymaster. As one would expect, they hold the key. If chosen as victim, all will perish. The third is the sage. By the power of the holy divination, they know who the keymaster is. The fourth is the sacrifice. This is a card of reversals, which lets its owner live only if they are chosen as the victim, but meanwhile, if not chosen, they will die. So it is a cursed card. In exchange, the sacrifice can vote twice, and if they win, they can choose together with one person of their choice. Incidentally, in the event that multiple people are tied for first, if the sacrifice is in the tie, the sacrifice wins. If the keymaster is in the tie, all perish. If both the sacrifice and the keymaster are tied for first, the keymaster takes priority, and all will perish. The distribution is one keymaster, sage, and sacrifice. All others are commoners. Best of luck, and may you avoid total destruction at all costs. That goes without saying. Well, everyone, please wait for the main game to begin. Hey, got you! Miley? Got you, are you listening? You really got and mucked things up! You made a flagrant transgression! One that shakes the very core of the main game! Are you trying to appropriate the main game for yourself? Apologies for the video malfunction. The main game will now begin. Please enter, everyone. What just happened there? Also, sorry for Gashu's voice changing so much. I think I like what I've settled on for right now. Before me our strange familiar desks. You're here. You're early, Kenji.
What was that earlier? Meow.
Hey, Gashu! I have the right to an explanation. Kind of feels like this won't be a normal main game. It's starting all over again. Uh, oh my, what a bustling crowd. Did you call for me? You! What's this transgression Miley mentioned? Transgression? I'm afraid I don't know what you mean. Don't tell me it's about the wallet. Hmm? Huh? That reaction seems to indicate it's not. Understand that if there truly is a transgression, it should become clear in your discussion. Supposing one is discovered, it will be addressed. Don't mock us, would you? You're the one deciding what counts as one, surely. Gashu, at least call Miley, so she can hand down a judgment on any misconduct. Miley is the floor master for floors 1 and 2. I cannot do that. Inkle's fallen. Uh, very well. If that will satisfy you. Please, be our impartial judge. Why do you laugh? I am joyful. Such determination to have a fair slaughter without having to worry over misconduct. Why? You? Now then, let the second main game. Hang on! Oh, very good. Everyone has assembled. Damn it! So it's starting after all? Indeed. We have talked long enough. Now we shall begin the second main game. Alright, guys. Joe, Rico, and Cal are dead. Wow. Can't believe it. An extremely heavy air dominates the space. It's starting. It's a horrifying game. Oh. Keeping quiet's only making time pass, guys. Let's at least decide our fate by our own hands, okay? It's okay. We've walked this road before, haven't we? Then and now! It's totally different! We're allies by now! We spent way more time together! Then will you die? Ugh. Let's find a resolve. You said that in the first main game, right, Kitaro? Ugh. Damn it! Everyone, the card designs have been displayed in the rulebook this time, so be aware that you cannot judge using knowledge of the designs as in the first main game. Well then, please spend this cruel and dense time to your heart's content. Gachu quietly sat down in the chair, and once again, the main game began. Main game time, main game time! First, let's discuss to get 4 candidates. Who should survive, and who can die. Okie dokie, seems you're ready. Huh. Keiji Shinobi, are you a fool or what? Have you forgotten that unlike the first main game, there had been many card trades? There's no need for worthless suspicion. We can reason out the sacrificing Keymaster. If everyone speaks honestly, that is. For how much you talk of allies? Are you not being rather suspicious? At the very least, the sacrifice can't tell the truth. Now can they? So it's fine to start with finding 4 candidates. Uh-huh. Because those who aren't candidates can be honest. Yep. And also, if we prove what everyone's cards are right now, voting is going to be hell. Ugh. It'll be pure blame throwing. That guy should die. This guy should die. It'll be cruel and leave no trace of any bonds we've got. Ugh. I get it. Very well. If it'll protect your pitiful bonds, then I suppose I'll go along with this. And thus, allow me to say, So Hiyori, you are the most suspicious of all. Huh?
Please wait. So has contributed so much to helping us escape.
Yet, it doesn't change the fact he can't be trusted. Everything from his history on is unclear. Unless you yourself speak your true colors, I will continue to.
Then then I'm fine being the first candidate.
Uh, um,
After all, I'm the sacrifice.
what's this about? Were you listening? Talking about our roles is for later.
Was there a will against confessing your own?
So I see.
Sorry, Kenji. I just didn't feel comfy letting you take the initiative. I know. I'll nominate the next suspicious person. How about that?
He's got some no good idea again. You can't! An approach where whoever's chosen nominates, the next person is just.
Huh? Are you panicking, Miss Sarah?
I'm not panicking!
I nominate Kana. Everyone should already understand this. She's easily tricked, timid, and lacks ability. What does she have even besides sympathy?
Wasn't it you who tricked and used her? After using her so cruelly, is still trying to betray her? So, you're giving Kana time to vindicate herself.
Huh?
It's your thing. Well, let's have a discussion about Kana's actions during the death game, so that we can trust her. Progress. Kana! At first, you just hold up in So's room. Kana Kazuchi typically acted with him. Only so Hiyori can prove her actions.
Let's see. Kana was dead weight the whole time. What a hindrance.
Kana looks like she's pretty shocked to hear that. Couldn't blame her. I'm sure you understand, Sarah. You can extract statements from them. And also, you've got a new weapon too. Huh? You know, from when we were searching together, your shrewd detective vision. When someone makes a statement, you might notice someone else having a reaction. I can do that? Now let's get to it, partner.
Hindrance.
Kana, at first she just holed up in So's room.
Kana was dead weight the whole time. What a hindrance.
You can see that this portrait changed, but I want to see what everyone has to say first. Kana Kazuchi typically acted with him. Only so Hiyori can prove her actions. Of course, I was Kana Kazuchi's conversation partner for a short time as well. But it could be said we didn't hit it off.
I wasn't asking about that. Kana was dead weight the whole time. What a hindrance. I've been getting fed up with having a useless helper too.
Just now, I felt like So's first statement caused someone's expression to change. Why their expressions changed. I should click on them. Kana, at first she just holed up in So's room. Though, later in the trend phase, it did seem like she was acting alone. Is that true? But, well, through said latter half, I was knocked out, so I hardly got a clue. In that case, I can't rely on Kyutaro.
Kana isn't a hindrance.
Kana. Kana, are you too shocked to speak? But it seems like she's trying to say something. In that case, I just have to inspire Kana's heart. Undertale! These minigames are kinda hard. I'm not good with clicking minigames, you can tell. Kana, are you fine with him just saying that? It's fine. You can get mad. Let what's in your heart come right out.
Kana first? Huh? Hold your horses! How do you mean that? Constant hacking? You never make yourself clear. Speak in a little more detail if you can. Okay. Progress. Kana did some hacking way before so did any of his hacking. What kind of hacking was it? I figured out a password, breaking into someone else's things. That's called hacking, right? Does this mean Kana's adept with computers too? You can't call something like that hacking. Don't misuse words you only just learned. Alright, Sarah. Let's advance the discussion like this. Yes! Extract statements to expand the discussion. Present items to use them as evidence, or have statements duke it out to find discrepancies. What was that? Boop, boop. I don't know what that was, but we're rolling with it. You can't call something like that hacking. Don't misuse words you only just learned. It's really concerning. We don't have much time for discussion. Then how about you explain everything yourself, so? I am explaining. Explaining what a useless girl Kana is. He's definitely deflecting onto her, so she can explain herself. Does this mean Kana's adept with computers too? I heard they taught programming in middle school now, but to think they were even teaching hacking! I'm pretty sure they don't. But what password could it have been? When I heard that, I could only think of the password to start up the laptop. So, I've been fretting about it since yesterday. I'm just going, I don't know the password. Taking his beanie off, putting it on. Suddenly, I looked at So's hands, and I was struck by how clean he kept them, even in these circumstances. And then, I had an epiphany, that there might be traces from the password being typed. So I figured out the password from finger marks left on the keys. I extracted a new statement. Kana isn't incompetent. It's really concerning. We don't have much time for discussion. Then how you explain everything yourself, so? I am explaining. Okay, very regardless. And I'm guessing... Oh, what did you say? I don't know much about machines either. So I guess we have to verse Kana now. Kana, could it be that you didn't use the laptop to hack? But rather, you solved the password for the laptop itself? Yes. I see. Before the laptop was handed to So, I was the last one to enter the password, and my fingers left marks, little bits of dirt from when I pressed the keys. Sarah, how dirty are your freaking hands? I guess they don't have hand sanitizer here, I don't know. Just ask Fallen, she's probably gonna give it to you. When did you solve the password? It was before the trading phase began. Hold on a second! Don't you think that sounds funny, Sarah? Does it? I mean, So shared the laptop with us so he could learn the password, didn't he? But according to you, you peeked inside the laptop before showing anybody. Yes. Then there was no reason to join forces? Kana, sorry to say, but there was another reason. Why did So share the laptop with us? Look at the Sarah folder on the laptop. Yep, that's gotta be it. The Sarah folder had a separate password, which was the name of Sarah's mother. You gotta be kidding! So, you accept my deal without saying nothing about this? Huh?
What of it? Why, you? Hold on a second. What's the deal with this?
Don't sweat it. It's just between us.
I don't think so. I thought it was strange from the get-go, but it seems there was a deal going on behind the sharing of the laptop. Ugh. I'll have you tell us everything about the suspicious deal. Yutaro will tell, but so won't.
I went to So and asked him to share the laptop. I was surprised.
Oh, wrong voice.
I was surprised. Yutaro said he would give me his tokens in exchange. The two talked to each other, separated by So's bedroom door. Kinda heard it too. So said, that's not a bad deal. And he also said, maybe we'll reconcile. So Kama got really happy.
I still believe in the goodness of So.
So said, that's not a bad deal. And he also said,
I mean, I had a responsibility, you know. When the token gathering subgame started, guys, I think I'm peeking my mic. Really bad. When the token gathering subgame started. Maybe I should turn myself down just a little bit. When the token gathering game started, yeah, I think that's better. I gathered more tokens than anybody to survive. Even the laptop I'd managed to get my hands on, I handed over in exchange for So's tokens. I was possessed by the need for tokens back then, you hear? Is that really the only reason? Obviously. You think So blackmailed me or something? There ain't nothing. Blackmail? Is there really nothing? Seems like he blackmailed you, Kucharo. Even though the laptop was Kai's parting gift. I didn't intend to hear him out, but Kucharo was so serious, I just couldn't turn him down. And it turned out to be a good trade. Don't give me that scary look. You benefited me from getting the laptop before, right, Miss Sarah? So Kana says the two talk to each other separated by So's bedroom door. Kana heard it too. You think So's blackmailing or something? That ain't nothing. No, it has to be Kitaro, right? That sounds like blackmail to me. Yeah, I'm just gonna try until anything works out. Is it an item? It must be Kana staring against someone then.
the two talked to each other, separated So's bedroom door.
Yeah, I need to save, so I'll make sure I don't die. Is it a stun gun? No, that's supposed to be for something later. Okay, what'd you hear, Kana?
Joe said that's not a bad deal. And he said maybe we'll reconcile so Connor can't really happy.
I think I did every verses, right? Am I dumb, guys? You think still blackmailing me or something? There ain't nothing. There ain't nothing. Wouldn't it be Kana and Kyutaro? How was that rebuttal? Shut up, Kyutaro. Guys, I'm gonna loop up my save so I don't die. You think you so blackmail me or something? There ain't nothing. Well, Kana. Everybody says bedroom door. Kana heard it too. Well, yes. Yeah, I want to learn more about this. Like, just go. Let me. This is annoying me, bro. Hey, this has nothing to do with it. This has nothing to do with it. This does have something to do with it. I already did this. Even though the laptop was Kai's parting gift. In exchange for what? Like, yeah, I think it's a good Templar leader. It's almost like one of these are supposed to be open. Maybe I'm just dumb though. I feel like I have to present something to Kyutaro because he says there ain't nothing. So like I have to like give him something that makes sense why Kyutaro was actually blackmailed by So. Like do I have my like I don't. Oh gosh. It's no good. I can't think anymore. Even I can tell I'm confused. And yet the discussion continues. I can hardly remember anything that came next. Not even who was chosen and who died. Yeah, I just wanted to read that. And her voice, since we've never gotten that before, so. I'm just trying everything at this point. Guys, should I look this up? Because this is taking forever. I don't know. I might. It's probably boring to watch. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure it out. And you guys probably screaming at me like, oh, I know what to do. I don't know. By So's bedroom door. You think So blackmailed me or something? I swear her statement doesn't change. What do I do here? I feel like I have to be conflicting. What? I wish I had the computer so I could present it to him. Oh, it's a first floor security thing. I didn't think it was this early. I didn't remember it being this early in the main game, but I guess so. Qtaro! Was there really no opportunity for blackmail? Also, I'm glad I figured it out and I didn't have to look it up, because I hate having to look up things. It makes me feel stupid. It makes me feel more smart if I could figure it out. What you saying? We acquired a certain video. Footage from the first floor security cameras. Ugh.
I didn't know there was such a thing.
It was all clearly pictured. Qtaro placing the roll cards, and so seeing him do it. If this isn't blackmail material, what is it?
No way. Qtaro was the one who placed the cards. Muscle really was a traitor. Meow.
A traitor? Is that really the case? Or was there some other circumstance? Ironically, it's because of my improved intuition that I don't understand. How could someone like Qtaro be a traitor? Why do you do a thing like that? Where'd you get the cards, Qtaro? Please, say something, Qtaro. Security cameras? What do you mean? Huh? We sure to search every inch of this first floor. Did anybody find any security cameras? I mean, we found them. Of course we did. Think you better be honest, or you're gonna lose people's trust in what you say. Ugh. Sure, no one was able to discover cameras, but still, you were caught in camera. That's the only proof we need. Must be a puppet show. Huh? If you think about it, we've been getting tricked left and right. A fake Reco, a fake Mishima AI. The kidnappers can move around fakes of us whenever and however they like. You mean... Looks like you got tricked, Sarah. Script by the kidnappers. Actors are fakes. You fell for a fake movie put on by dolls. Ugh. I don't know what you guys saw, but it was all a trap, I tell ya. Learn your lesson. But... Talk about a disadvantage. Pairing fakes trick us with a stellar move by our enemies, huh? Can't say Qtaro lightly either. Looks like you've been talked down for once, Miss Sarah. Anyway, I told you about the deal between me and So. And I mean, after all looked at the laptop, I was passed out the whole time. There's gotta be somebody more suspicious than me. Hold on. Why did you pass out in the room of rubble in the first place, Qtaro? Well, I don't remember. No way. It's true! Got no memory from the moment I entered that room. When I woke up, it was the main game. Now that's a rude awakening.
So surely someone else knocks him out? Didn't we just find who did it? Meow. They've got to be the villain. Woof.
The last time I saw Qtaro healthy wasn't when we were looking for the laptop. Then, after the sacrifice was passed to me, I started panicking and I ran off to get tokens from Alice's body, which weren't there. suspicious. Right, I didn't see Kutaro after that. If I can determine everyone's action at a time. Whoa, interesting. Why don't we all give our alibis at the time? When we started the laptop, there was a mix of us in the lobby. Me, Sokana, Sarah, and Kenji. And Alice. Sarah should go in. We continued to look at the laptop after you went off running. However, there wasn't much.
When we were done looking at it, Kana went to deliver the laptop to So.
Please can't stay in the lobby for a little while.
I wasn't feeling well and ran to the bathroom.
I talked with Miss Now on the way back.
Right? I talked with So about our plans to activate Professor Mishima. I was searching the pitch black first floor, meow.
Sus. I want to know more about that again.
I was thinking I'd go back to the third floor, but there was a nuisance in the way, woof. The laughing doll, Sue Miley. Meow! It was scary, woof.
So again was the first floor? Until I reunited with him on the Room of Lies? I said that backwards. I confused in and on, but you get what I mean. Can you, like, tell me more again, or no? Like, hello? After our viewing, we went searching on our own again. I'll tell you this. I'm not the culprit. Don't judge me based on my appearances and imprisonment.
I think it's because that plan went well that our escape plan could progress. So it was really dependable then. Yes.
He's being a nuisance here. He has been helping, so.
Specifically, we talked about our hacking plan. Kana came to deliver the laptop during our chat. I thought about having Kana join the plan, but she was promptly sent off elsewhere. That's my alibi, pretty much. Pretty amazing to knock out Kitaro. Stun guns are dangerous stuff.
Huh? That statement just now.
After the sound of the trade and you were leaving, Sarah, I went back to searching too. After talking to Kenji in the lobby, I went to the room of rubble and lost consciousness. Want to say I couldn't move a all sudden and put my head on the wall, but... So was talking with Mel in the room corridor.
About what?
Sorry, kinda just used the laptop and left right away, so... She was worried about Sarah, so kinda went looking for her alone.
Just so. Getting by the lobby now and then, so I can verify their alibis. Any other questions, cute little detective? He's kind of in high spirits. Don't call me that, you weirdo. After our viewing, we went searching on our own again. I'll show you who's not the culprit.
Didn't hear So and Now's conversation.
It's a shame his... Not the right voice.
It's a shame his precious time got wasted like that.
So, why do you know that?
This is it! You know the weapon used well, so... Huh?
I quietly took the stun gun from the scene. So only Gin and I knew that Kyutaro was attacked with a stun gun.
Huh?
The only other person who should know is the culprit. Whoa, a most unexpected slip-up. So he already used a stun gun to knock Kyutaro Hamburger out. Guess it was you!
I give. You found me out so easily. So... Sorry, I didn't want anyone getting in the way of our hacking plan while we were preparing. When he suddenly entered the room, I went and used it without even thinking. Where did you find a dangerous thing like that? Meow!
Can't seem to recall.
Meow!
Something feels off. You'd really have to go be at your wit's end to use a single-use stun gun. Was there something more going on between Kyutaro and So?
That's enough!
Just knowing who the culprit was is enough! The can't... Might be pointless to push any further. So's got no intention of explaining himself. Now, we should spare time for someone else. Indeed, only now do we have the time to suspect each other.
Even if it's hard to say, we have to say it. You mean doubting so we can trust? Meow.
That's right. Be brave and talk, everybody. Let's discuss if there's anyone besides So who acts suspicious. Gin, Tama, Kenji, Kifaro, Kyutaro. If I have to say something, now Igokoro's action had me wondering a bit. She was in the Room of Lies for quite a while.
There's this video I've been curious about, so there's a certain someone I suspect a little. Actually, while I was searching the dark first floor, I saw a weird video. Meow.
Pretty curious about Gin's actions myself. Why do you know about how to get to the first floor? I'm noticing a secret door by just searching the Room of Rubble had me so in my head a bit. You need a better nose than a police dog to do that. If Gin has a sense of the smell of both a cat and a dog, then, just as a reminder, he is a human. That's funny.
Actually, this video, when I first watched it, I was too scared to look. So I used a fake Professor Mishra monitor to play it again.
What sort of video was it?
Well, you literally saw it with me, Sarah, so I don't know why you're asking me this, but it's possible it was fake, right? So I don't know what to say anything irresponsible.
I won't know unless you tell me, even though I've watched it.
Well, look, it's a video I watched with you before, Sarah.
A video I saw with her?
He was a guy with glasses and something like an axe swung at his head. Then he said next to Sarah's name.
Can't be. That video? Interesting. Gin saw that video on the first floor. Like, why did he see that? Like, why did... I don't get why he... Like... I guess, yeah, it was in the laptop or the computer when we got there, so I guess it makes sense. But, like, why? Is there, like, a reason? Why he specifically went down there? Also, this guy kind of looks like me.
Of course, I don't suspect you or anything now. I got scared and left the room right away. But I'm sure that was a victim video. Meow.
Yeah, I'm so sorry you had to see that. Yet, now strangeness is easily explained by the presence of that fake Mishima. There is no reason to suspect now Yokoro. He seems to kind of favor now. Oh. Doing her Echo can't.
A woman tied in chains, while a man in front.
If it's that video, maybe I can show it. This is it! Now, you're talking about this victim video, aren't you?
The one I dropped. Yes, that's exactly right. There was a woman tied up by chains, and a terrifying device started up. And just like that, the woman died. And there was a man in the front laughing from behind. He looked like the policeman. To me, it looked like he left the woman to die. Huh, shocking story. But it could always be forgery. Then why don't we ask?
Kenji, is that video real? Or do you deny it? I'm doubting you so we can believe you. Ooh. Kenji! I'm gonna say nothing, because it's all his work, like... I want to know the truth about that video, too. Miss Sarah, it's looking like it'll be faster if you press the issue. Eh? I'm sure even Kenji will open his mouth for his dear Miss Sarah. Expose the true colors he's kept hidden for so long. I'm counting on you. Expunge Kenji by my own hands. don't have to fight you, Sarah, but, well, can't let him mislead me. I'll choose which words I can refute and talk back. Let's discuss the victim video now, so how about... I'm not timed, right? The sacrifice video showed the first trial, isn't that right? Mr. Policeman's first trial. Well, everybody knows it. Hard to believe I'd show up in some woman's video. Well, you did! With the back of your head! Can you be sure it wasn't me just from that? Ugh! Maybe Mr. Policeman showed up just here. That was a failure, bro. Was our scaredy cat now able to look right in the video? Maybe she averted her eyes in fear. It happens. If she saw it alone, I'm sure she would have made a mistake. She didn't see it alone, I saw it with her. Unfortunately, I also watched it with her once in the monitor room. There's no mistake, Kenji. So I see. Did you see your friendly policeman nice and clearly? Can't really make a great call from a backside view. It's no good to suspect people over dubious information. Okay, last one is just weird, because, like, that's what we've been doing the whole time. No, we didn't see the policeman nice and clearly, but that wouldn't help our case. And yeah, it's probably not a great call from a backside view, but it was literally his head. It's you who said to suspect each other so we could trust each other. If we only use concrete information, that wouldn't be suspecting, it'd just be the facts. Like what Kutaro said. Couldn't it be some sort of fake movie? Yeah, we did see the Megumi doll too, so, and Kanji doll, so it could have been a movie. Strange to suspect it, then turn around and believe this one. Should be no difference between the two after all. There would be a difference since it wasn't during when the game started, it was during the before anyone was there. Strange to suspect it, then turn around and believe this one. No, it is not strange to suspect it because we don't believe you. No, so it has to be strange. There isn't zero difference between them. Security camera footage had no sound. I admit it's weak evidence, but you can't talk about them like they're identical. Well, that makes some sense. Okie dokie. I'll admit that. There's no relation between that woman and me, is there? Yeah. Seems there's one whenever you do the first trial as a pair. True. For instance, your student and teacher, any sort of connection. About that, the woman in the video was wearing a police uniform. Yeah. You're a policeman too, Kenji! You say it all the time. So, why wouldn't we be suspicious? Is this just a coincidence? I give up. Wait, I did pretty good on that one. Better than trying to figure out the first floor security camera footage with Yutaro. I give up. I can't beat you, Sarah. Please, tell us everything, Kenji. The video is real. The victim video that I now saw, it was my first trial. The woman's name was Megumi Sasahara. She was my boss ever since I joined the force. The force. I'm Kenji Shinogi. I've been assigned here starting this week. It's good to meet you. Good to meet you too. I'm Megumi Sasahara. I suppose this makes me your trainer. Well, pretty impressive for your age, Shinogi. Yes, ma'am. But you might be a bit too serious. Even if you have stamina, you have to think about how to spend it, or it won't last. Yeah. I heard you were rather elite, Miss Megumi. Why would you, serve as a trainer for the likes of me? I wonder indeed. I have high hopes for you. Yes, ma'am. But then, the day came of my nightmares. I shot a person. The criminal in a certain case. Miss Megumi. What? Why am I not being punished? I've killed a person. In self-defense, yes. But the criminal wasn't even holding a weapon. That's just what the law says. You've done nothing wrong. Miss Megumi, I heard you make a backroom deal. So what? Get back to your duty. Your police. She's the benefactor who protected me. I'll never forget it. I owed her the worst kind of debt. Left her to die. No, but I killed Megumi.
Mr. Policeman, get a hold of yourself! Meow!
Sorry for keeping quiet, everyone. Truth is, your friendly policeman is not a policeman anymore. Kenji, I'm surprised. What a dangerous individual has been lurking in our midst. If you vote for me, I won't complain. No!
Everyone! Speaking of voting, I think it's about time to decide who you'll vote for and which four should enter the final vote. Meow?
No way! That was way too quick!
Well, you need time to work out the card tricks this time, you see?
Precisely. Choosing a victim without a satisfactory discussion is not an outcome we desire either. Ugh. Then what do we do? Kyutaro, so, Kenji, I can't rightly say you're not suspicious. Hold up! Don't we need one more person now? Troubling, huh? If it's down to 3 options, it'll make our choices that much narrower.
We gotta suspect someone again. Woof! Then maybe it's better to think of who to leave out from the final vote. Meow!
Who to leave out? That's a good idea. Again.
Really? Woof!
If you aren't chosen in the preliminary vote, and are dropped out, because you can no longer be chosen, there's no need to lie anymore. Indeed, that would be our greatest ally. Of course, if you're the sacrifice, it works against you.
Got it. Woof! Let's talk about who we want to leave out. Meow! I think Big Sarah should be left out. Meow! Because she's super dependable for reasoning. Woof!
We should leave out someone with lots of tokens, like Kyutaro.
How about we leave out Ken, since he didn't have any tokens?
We shouldn't be selecting Gin or Kana. Sacrificing the kids, no good at all. Flashback to part 1 of the chapter. So should be left out. He did say he had the sacrifice at the start.
I have to say, I'd be glad if Sarah was left out.
Right. If we're leaving someone out, I think we'd say Miss Sarah too. I'd say Miss Sarah too. Bro, look at all these grayed out dead people. My head is itchy. Ugh. So weird.
should leave out someone with lots of tokens, like Kitaro. There's been a bunch of card trading this time. It's possible Kitaro, with all his tokens, is involved in at least one trade. Him giving his tokens. So, a subject should really influence the discussion. We should leave him out and take Shaq's info. He knows something about Kitaro, I feel. Mouse. No matter what. Oh my god. I ain't trying to look like a good person. I just feel like once we lose our sensibilities, is that a word? We're gonna turn into demons. If it's gonna come to that, then pick me, Sarah. Because you're so darn cute. What did you think I was gonna say? Ugh. When our escape failed, I looked at you and I thought, she's acting kind of strange. You had this desperate look, as if you had to sacrifice. And on top of that, a last-minute trade right after our escape failed. Just a tad suspicious, isn't it? I want to know the truth about you, Miss Sarah. Just listen, the best person to leave out is someone who's very likely to have a sacrifice. If the sacrifice comes around to you, you can trade it away if you have tokens, right? But you have 0 tokens. If you had to sacrifice even once, you wouldn't be able to trade it. And so there's a high chance to sacrifice. And also, I just want to protect Nick's to Sarah. Meow. I believe in you. His suspicious actions have had a purpose. By earning hate and losing trust, he's been gathering votes towards himself. So it's best we simply leave him out and have him sit in the corner of the room. If he's a sacrifice, he can vote for himself twice, though, so he'll end up being selected. Indeed! Oh, how nasty! I did not take you seriously half the time. That's why I like you more than Rekko. Because Rekko's kind of boring, but Alice, he knows what to say. If he didn't have the sacrifice even once, he wouldn't be able to trade it. Futaro, is something the matter? There's been a trade just before the main game? Is that true? Huh? Yeah, it is true. Yes, it's true. Ugh. Which means, yeah, just maybe, I figured out who's got a sacrifice. Meow. What? How could he possibly know that just from what we just... Futaro. I know. Everybody, listen up. I'm the Keymaster. Yeah, I'm daring to say it before voting. What's this all of a sudden? I can't tell why you're doing this. You would say that, huh, Sarah? Huh? I'm sorry for taking the Keymaster from you. Does it mean the sacrifice card you got sent? That was mine, Sarah. It's Futaro who sent me the sacrifice. And you still got the sacrifice now. Ain't that right? What's he talking about? I have a commoner card now. Futaro's making a false accusation here. God, what do I do? You really think I'm the sacrifice? Yeah! Then just leave me out of the vote. Don't be misled, guys. Oh, that's Futaro. Don't be misled, guys. The sacrifice gets 2 votes. If she puts those 2 votes towards herself, she's getting selected. In other words, if I'm not selected, that will be proof. Either way, nobody vote for Miss Sarah, and we'll have proof. I would like that, but it's about time we proceed with the vote. Please wait. Can we decide on such an important vote with such unclear? Oh, we can't sort it out in such a short time.
What do we do? One of the candidates is going to end up the victim, remember? We really should discuss it some more. You sure don't know when to give up? Time is up. Please select the 4 who will remain for the final vote. Enter your votes, please. Please choose who to vote for. 1, 2, 3. We're like 3 less. This is so sad. Dang. This voting has been chaotic. But if I was Sarah, I would vote for. I'd vote for So in this instance. Because Sarah knows that he's not the sacrifice. Or she doesn't know that, but he lied last time about having the Keymaster in the last main game. So she would think that So is lying about the sacrifice, surely. And even though he was trying to help them escape, I think she knows that like he's betrayed them before, like pretending to be working with everyone on the first floor and stuff. So yeah, I think she would vote for So either way here, even if he was a sacrifice. Because if there was more revelations later, she could just like vote for someone else. One vote for Kanji, one vote for Kana, one vote for So, one vote for Now. 2 votes for Kanji, 2 votes for Kana, 2 votes for So, 2 votes for Now, 3 votes for So. Yep, that was me. Weird that Now got 2 votes. First vote is over, and I wasn't chosen. Relief. I can feel my strained nerves loosening. Why these 4? Sarah! You! It's just like I said. I'm not the sacrifice. I'm a commoner. Ugh. 4 will advance. Not right, was 4 will advance to the final vote. So Hiyori. Kana Kizuchi. Kenji Shinobi. Now Igokoro. Now Igokoro.
Why me? This isn't right.
I know this to spare myself. You can't want to have a conversation when you feel like this. Which is why it's my role to inspire them. Like Kenji did for me in the first main game. Lift your heads up! We've always done what we had to do. No matter how cruel it is, you can't stop.
But
Kana, we're not your enemies. Even if someone is the sacrifice, we move in the same direction. We talk, we advance, and we do the discussion. I'm like, every time you mess up a line, I just like try to continue it on so it makes sense.
Sarah!
Wow. You are. The real battle begins here.
The real battle begins here.
That's what So sounds like. Everyone. Alright. First, it's time for those of us who weren't picked to guide the discussion. Incidentally, I am a commoner. Be at ease. Alice is a commoner too.
Muscle Gorilla, it's not the time to shrivel up. Yeah! Let's remember the card trades in order, woof.
Yeah!
Well, yes.
Now, please grasp your fate with your own hands. May you not all perish. Now we will have an in-depth discussion on card trades. Understood?
Stripey, leave it at us.
Gusher quietly sat down in a chair again. There were 4 trades made in total. That ain't that many.
By the way, I bet commoner the whole way. Woof! Didn't get traded with even once. Meow!
Trading cards requires 50 tokens. It's not as if anyone could do it. Let's save. I don't know how much longer I'll go, but 4 trades. Honestly, it's all a mess in my head. Glad we got given more time to sort it out.
heart was pounding, wondering when I'd get past a bad card. Meow. But my roll didn't change up to the very end. Woof. I made it through all 5 trades. Meow.
The token trading, as I recall, put Cubetaro Hamburger in first and Ginibushi in last. Now Gukoro was also low ranking, just like you, Sarah. Of the 4 candidates, I suppose Now was the only one who lacked the tokens to make a trade.
I really was a commoner. Meow.
Easy peasy.
Muscle Gorilla, that's wrong. Meow.
What?
There were 5 trades. Woof.
5? Wait, by my memory, there were 3 trades. Then I heard there was one just before the main game. I get it. You must have understood, Kitaro. There were 2 trades while you were out. What? That don't make no damn sense. I don't know why I said that like that, but yeah.
That's our line. Meow.
Sorry, but nobody's giving me an explanation. Well, that's on us. Cubetaro Hamburger, when was it you passed Sarah to Doan's the sacrifice card? In fact, did you have the sacrifice to start? Nah, that ain't it. The first card I had was a commoner. I get it. That tells me most of the trades.
I don't have a clue. Woof. Why is that? Meow.
Because you're friendly, please give me the first trade. What did you say? Who'd you trade with? And what? I gave Sarah the Keep Master. Then what card did Sarah start with? I have no reason to lie, but I was a commoner.
You traded Keymaster for commoner? Woof. I mean, meow.
He's like,
Oh, damn it. I mean, I can't say that. Woof.
and I deepened our trust doing it. Let's do it. We'll sort out. In the first trade, I passed the Keymaster into Sarah's hands. In the second trade, what got traded? Exactly. Someone's sacrifice was swapped with Cubetaro's. I literally said Cubetaro without meaning it. Someone's sacrifice was swapped with Cubetaro's commoner. And in the third trade, Sarah's Keymaster and Cubetaro's sacrifice were swapped. Yup. That's what it meant.
Muscle Gorilla, tell us everything you can remember.
You have an obligation to properly explain to us the third trade.
Ugh.
Yeah, you kind of do, Cubetaro. Come on now. Like, what the heck?
At the time of the third trade, I was searching the first floor alone. Meow. So I want to know the situation. Woof.
I shall tell you. The third trade occurred when everyone was sharing the laptop. These trades. I better keep them sorted out in my head too. You can now sort out the detail of the trades. Okay, let's just get this all straight. The top row of the table of cards... Slow down. The top row of this table is what cards everyone had to start with. Those further to the right had more tokens to spend, in broad strokes at least. The next row is what cards everyone had after the first trade. Below that is after the second trade, the third trade, and so on and so forth. The bottom row is after the fifth trade. In other words, the rolls they ended up with. Of course, this is all guesswork. It's all guesswork. I'll rework if new information comes up. Okay, guys. I'm gonna get some water, but while I do that, I think you guys should look at this. Just to like figure out yourselves what actually happened. If not, you can skip ahead. I'm back. I'll be right back.
Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry for such a long break. Okay, let's go. Okay.
At the time of the third trade, I was searching the first floor alone. Meow.
Oh well, so I can tell you what happens. Commoner, Keymaster, they switch. But the discrepancy here is, where did Kitaro get the sacrifice, right? If you start out with Commoner, yeah, that doesn't make any sense. If you start out with Commoner, how did he get sacrificed? And by the second trade, because wait, no, I don't know, but we'll figure it out.
I was off doing all this stuff on myself. Woof. I wanted to see the laptop. Meow.
What stuff did you do exactly?
It's not relevant right now. Woof.
No, speak up. Remembering that photo on the laptop still makes my head quake. But what's important now is the car trade. In the end, Sakura reference. More importantly, more specifically, Sakura Game Grumps reference. Anyway. In the end, it was mutual betrayal. Cube Hamburger, despite being right there, he traded the sacrifice to you! Such a cold-blooded man. Don't speak of bonds to me. Something strange here. Yeah. I don't put any stock in bonds, but damn it! What is this feeling? Oh, Alice. Ugh. Taro, why aren't you talking? There we go. Why won't you deny it, Kyutaro? What? I mean, you need to ring a box to trade. If he used one on the spot, shouldn't we have seen him do it? What could he be hiding? Undertale! I love Undertale. Or Deltarune. But this is more Undertale since Sprite's more black and white. Third battle. Oh my gosh! Kyutaro, your heart is literally so fast! I think I lost. Be as silent as you want. It's no use. Ah! Spit it out all! I thought it was Kyutaro, so I began speaking Kyutaro's voice and I realized it was Sarah, and then I couldn't do the line. Spit it all out, Kyutaro! I meant to cooperate with Sarah, with everyone, but I got used for convenience. I'm pathetic, a pathetic adult. The third trade, my sacrifice being sent to Sarah. It wasn't me. It was So's doing. Say what? I don't know what you're talking about. So knew. He knew I had the sacrifice. What? When everybody was sharing the laptop, So wasn't going to use the toilet. He went to use a ring-up box to trade my sacrifice in Sarah's Keymaster. Don't know a thing about that.
Wait a second. He chose two other people and made them trade? You can do that?
It must be possible, huh? So you can say that with confidence. So, isn't it about time you confess? Tell us your real reason for sharing the laptop. Such a deeply suspicious individual, Kenji. Wait, they're looking at each other. The discussion is stuck in equilibrium, failing to come to an agreement. Oh, I guess I'm gonna read that. How about I can hear the truth from your mouth? About what? Between the statements the two give, I should either affirm correct ones or deny incorrect ones. I like how they do this art style, this is cool. You are not on the toilet, bro. Bap, 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 bap.
Exactly, because he knew he was with us.
Oh, I guess you should read this first, right? Yutaro couldn't do the third trade.
Exactly, because he was with us.
The question is, how do you know about the sacrifice?
And just rolling on ahead of this assumption that I knew, huh? No, I doubt even So could do such a thing.
Is there any other way? No?
Couldn't I just take a peek to do that? What do you mean? No, peeking would be impossible. Oh yeah, then I guess I couldn't have done it. Is my suspicion cleared? That was wrong.
Wait, I'm sucking.
I guess he did take a peek. Precisely, you saw it directly. Yutaro's intent was to negotiate with So. And as a condition for his trade, he showed So his sacrifice card. It's natural to think that. Such an active imagination, Miss Sarah.
How about you use that imagination to consider what their negotiation was like? Yutaro started to negotiate outside So's bedroom door.
Huh, were you watching or what?
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, even So's already recognized that fact. That's right.
How did So react to Yutaro's proposition? Affirm. Well, yes. So this is more like it.
That's not what I mean.
Oh, actually, that was right. I'll read it in a second after I get the text box again, because I can't see the text when the text isn't on screen. The history. I don't know what Kitaro was thinking, but how did So react to Kitaro's proposition?
No, I'm sure So was on guard. Kyutaro would take the laptop from him once before, So wouldn't let him in the room with no questions asked.
Then did they make a deal through the door? How amusing. I just thought of a way. Kyutaro slipped the tablet under the door.
That's what Kyutaro did to propose his deal. So must have been fairly wary of Kyutaro, who could best him using force. So Kyutaro informed him that he was a sacrifice in advance. Not vocally, but by showing him his tablet.
So, you had yet another objective on top of the tokens and the Sarah folder. To control the sacrifice as you wanted.
You got it. After the second trade, me and Kana were working on the escape plan. Then I heard Kyutaro through the door.
Wanna make a deal? He said. Oh no.
How would I do So impersonating Kyutaro? So this is So's voice. Wanna make a deal? Wanna make a deal? Then I heard Kyutaro through the door. Wanna make a deal? He said. I didn't care to listen, but he slid his tablet under the door. And there I saw it. Sacrifice. How brave of him to go as far as offering him info just so I'd share the laptop.
What do you know?
Sarah, you saw that first floor security footage, right? Well, it's the truth. I haven't discussed my first trial, have I? It was one absurd trial, I tell you. I know his first trial is, and he's about to explain it. It's really what we just saw, but it's literally not absurd compared to the other ones, which is crazy. Why would he say that? So props to you for the death game. Like, you weren't tied to a bed. Anyway, they told me set up the props used for the death game.
Then it's true? You set up the cards?
Yeah, of course. I didn't know what they meant yet. Once I found out, I knew Kai's fate was set. It's like I killed him. Kai took a stage card I just placed at random. That's why I at least wanted to get Kai's laptop back. One more time. Such an emotional story. So that's what drove you to give me a whole 100 tokens.
100? Yeah!
That's enough for 2 trades. Are you insane?
But you left yourself enough just for 1 trade. How cunning, pretending to risk your life,
but not forgetting to protect yourself.
What a dirty adult you are.
Say again.
All told, you left yourself an escape route. If you were in a pickle, you could pass the sacrifice away from yourself.
That's why I decided to act first and send the sacrifice to someone else. To Miss Sarah, always thinking of her allies. Is that the truth of the 3rd trade?
I was hopeful it might make you tear off your sheep's clothing.
Why does he do this all to me?
But you went above and beyond my expectations.
Ugh.
The 4th trade was you, wasn't it, Miss Sarah?
What do you mean by that?
I mean, the sacrifice is what killed Joe, yes?
Ugh. Well, I want to see what, like, I don't think Sarah would say that. I think Sarah would say, I didn't do any trades since we know that she had tokens, in this route. But if I say I didn't have any tokens, what should we say since we had tokens? They were just, taken away. I guess she'll say they were, stolen, so. And so it's gonna be like, stolen? Unlikely story. I didn't even have any tokens. I couldn't do any trades.
No tokens.
That's hard to believe.
Quiet, Lunar. I was with Big Sis Sarah on the 4th trade. Woof!
So was I. Sarah didn't do any trade then.
Well then,
it must have been an ally who did it for you. Kenji, you took a sacrifice from Miss Sarah, didn't you?
What's the pointing of this?
What's the pointing?
What's the meaning of this?
It's really very simple. The 2 of them were accomplices.
Ahem?
Miss Sarah and Kenji formed a terrifying plan involving the sacrifice. To achieve victory in the main game by a way of said sacrifice, they schemed to escape by working together and having Kenji win the vote. I suspect the 5th trade that followed was Miss Sarah and Kenji making a bluff. They just picked 2 random commoners to have trade. Then you say Kenji Shinogi has the sacrifice? That's all a wild fabrication. I mean, the sacrifice I had was taken away by the trade. So spouting nonsense to lead everyone astray. If my reasoning is correct, Kenji is the sacrifice, and the sage is Miss Now, perhaps?
I'm the sage?
Yep. So it may well be fine to have Miss Now die this time.
Wait a second!
At the start, you said you were the sacrifice!
Yep,
that was a lie. It was a lie! Kukichi moment. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm a commoner.
No way! Then wouldn't you be in the same boat as me?
I'm about to sneeze, guys. Oh! Oh, bless me, God, okay. I see. Guess choosing anybody but Kenji is the same in my end. Let's vote for Kana. Then let's vote for Kana, since she's the least valuable.
So...
Enough. It's been a long time since I've hated somebody this much. Here's a friendly little police report. I long since used up all my tokens. And you want me to just believe that? So, you're just dying to say I ended up with the sacrifice, aren't you? Unfortunately, I'm the key master. Huh? What are you saying? The key master is Futaro, though! Looks like we got him good. My real role is a sage. Wait, that makes no sense, but okay, let's roll with it, I guess. Yutaro's the sage? Ridiculous! That's impossible. It's impossible, alright. And as a sage, I'm making an announcement. Kenji is without a doubt the Keymaster. It can't be true, that's all. You were on the right track to think accomplices. But it wasn't Sarah who I teamed up with. It was Kutaro. Let's tell the truth of the fourth trade, shall we? The trade between Mr. Policeman and Kutaro. First, when So betrayed me with a sacrifice, I went stomping around in a rage. When I heard what happened, I proposed to Kutaro what would team up. That would team up. And so in the fourth trade, you two traded your cards?
That boy trade sure ended up punishing a loner. Meow.
Hold on, Kutaro, were you passed out during the fourth trade?
I'm sure Mr. Policeman was burning with a desire to see justice carried out. Meow. He used a whole 50 tokens to trade cards with the Muscle Gorilla just to defeat the loner. Woof. Huh? Before, Mr. Policeman said he didn't have any tokens at the fourth trade. Then he couldn't have traded. What? But I can't imagine Mr. Policeman would lie about this. Meow.
Why, you? Can't you make a proper trade, Kanji Shinogi? That's sad. When I first spotted him, I just pacified him since he was pissed. But I ended up talking with Kutaro, and we thought things over. In the fourth trade, I traded my card with Kutaro's Keymaster. But actually, I went and did this trade by myself while Kutaro was passed out. Seems Kutaro figured out during the main game, and was able to put the story together. It's all owed to the power of that card, even my noticing of Kutaro's Keymaster. Seeing you acting funny, Sarah, I was convinced. The sacrifice had moved to you. I wouldn't let it stand. I decided I'd knock him down and take my tokens back. Yeah, it was hard to believe Kutaro would do that to me. Sarah. Kenji noticed me and came to talk. He persuaded me to give it up. Didn't know what So was thinking after all. And so I trusted Kenji and had him take custody of all my remaining tokens. All of them? All 200 tokens, which would give him enough to make 2 trades.
I mean,
that's a little high pitch. I mean, Kenji could do the trade himself, but is he panicking? He hasn't worked out his logic.
I mean, Kenji could do the trade himself, but
Sure enough, seems like I got knocked out and taken out in advance. Did I say something strange? Oh, sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. Is it Allison again? Let me save. I love this background, by the way. I'm using it for my thumbnail. It's someone with Gene. Yo, I'm just gonna versus Gene with everybody just to see.
that's not even whatever. You gave him all your tokens? Meow.
Sure did. And seems like that landed way outside Sue's ballpark. Shut up! Running out of leeway, are we? I still got doubts. I can't be convinced with just that. After all, Kenji, why were you able to know about Kutaro having the Keymaster? Isn't the only way to do that during the main game with the Sage's power of clairvoyance? Huh. So you still don't know. Okie dokie. Let's resume the discussion. We were able to extract a new statement from So. I just have to keep it going. Grr. Okay, seeing through who the master is the only way to do that during the main game with the sage's power of clairvoyance. Must have really hit all of them. Harm himself, Would it be So and Kitaro? Probably Kenji, so if it's not, I'm gonna be shocked. The power of that card. You don't mean? Yeah. That's more like Riko's voice. Sorry guys. I'm missing Riko, I guess. Yeah. The sage's clairvoyance, of course. The sage could use clairvoyance even outside of the main game? That's what the tablets are for. You intentionally didn't mention it! Unravel all the mysteries now. This should prove it. Mr. Policeman's used clairvoyance to see he wants Kutaro's Keymaster. Then I made the fourth trade to swap Kutaro's Keymaster and my Sage. Now, there isn't even a need to discuss the fifth trade anymore. Convinced of your victory earlier, you confessed I'm a commoner. Ugh! Any other questions? No. There's something odd about Kenji's story. It'll become clear if I look back at the trade so far. The card I had at first was a commoner. Kenji's was the Keymaster. And in the first trade, the Keymaster was sent to me, and my commoner Kenji. Sorry, my cat is like trying to open the door to my closet for some reason. Next was the second trade. The sacrifice went to Kyutaro, and his commoner went to someone else. What is that, guys? Once this door open, there you go. He's not even going to go in. He just wants to look inside. They're so weird. Sorry, guys. Before I started recording, he like stepped on my computer, and like everything went haywire. So you're lucky you're getting this episode. Anyway, a long episode of that too. I'm surprised I haven't been interrupted yet, like I usually am. Anyway. Next, the third trade. So initiated a trade that sent me the sacrifice and Kyutaro the Keymaster. And the fourth trade, the Keymaster went to Kenji and the Sage to Kyutaro. That part that's strange. Sure enough, it's the Sage card. That's right, the Sage is out of place. Kenji would have been a commoner the whole time. That doesn't make sense. So, yeah, he couldn't trade with Kyutaro. So why did Kenji have the Sage at the time of the fourth trade if he was supposed to have the commoner? Yeah, he's lying. Oh, sorry, I read the wrong. Yeah. So Kenji's first card being the Keymaster, that was a lie. He traded with someone else. Kenji had the Sage from the beginning, and so his clairvoyance let him see who had the Keymaster from the beginning too. Which is why, in the first trade, he could make me and the person with the Keymaster trade. But if he did that, has he been lying to me this whole time? Well, yeah. So and Kenji and Kitaro have been lying the whole time. Are you really going to vote for So? Now? Something's not right. We should discuss this a little more. Stop it. Aren't you a candidate? You won't have to get picked. Sorry, I'm getting a call for someone for some reason. See, I love making videos this long, but I get interrupted sometimes. Anyway. I'm afraid too, but I just get a weird feeling. Are you sure So is really a commoner and that Kenji's a Keymaster? No. No. Nothing strange. No, Sarah! I'm sure you realize it yourself. In the fifth trade, why did someone trade for your sacrifice? Especially since they were a commoner, right? It's too illogical. Can we just ignore that?
Yeah, meow. This myth trade, we should talk about it some. Woof.
If by any chance we pick a sacrifice, we're done for, you know. We shouldn't need any more discussion. Kenji, digging up the old conclusion is just gonna make us more lost. Sorry, not his voice. Digging up old conclusion is just gonna make us more lost. It's your turn to die, so that's how this will end. Ugh. No, we can't do that, Kenji. As long as we have time, we should seek the truth. Uh, all right, let's do it. We'll discuss the roles of four who in the final vote. Can't talk. There's someone who would move Sarah's sacrifice by the fifth trade. As Kenji Shinobi's the keymaster, the sacrifice should be so or now, yes? True. Alice studying facts, as always.
Is the loner really a commoner? Meow. Should we believe that? Woof.
It's alright. So it was convinced the whole time that Sarah traded away the sacrifice. In other words, commenter now. Which of them have the sacrifice?
I don't believe it.
Kenji and Kyutaro are lying. Well, yeah. Well, no, they're not lying, but they were lying before. Well, yes. But no, not now. So yeah, you're wrong.
Is there any possibility that the Keymaster was sent somewhere else at this point?
Kyutaro's sage power should let him see that Kenji's the Keymaster.
Then, is that possibility zero? What if it's all the loners lying? Meow.
Well,
I mean, we know the loner. Him not being able to refute anything is weird. Meow. Could it be he's actually accomplices with Bucket Girl and planning on an axe? Meow.
no, I don't think so. Actually, maybe. If so, Hiyori's unrest is genuine. Was it Kana Kazushi? Kana, being brought up. It's just painful to think it over anymore. Vote for so. What's in this, Sarah? That's to say, So fell for Kenji's trick. The location of the sacrifice, or any other card. He didn't know one lick about the truth. If he stole my tablet when he knocked me out, maybe he could have learned my card. But I kept it on me at all times to avoid that. Avoid just that. Keep it tucked beneath my clothes. So he didn't have a chance to do tomfoolery. He's a commoner. Tablet, huh?
Damn it! Damn it!
So isn't seeming very persuasive at all.
Look at it. See? I got my tablet right here. Proof it wasn't stolen.
I have it here, actually. Why are you lying? It's not in your clothes. This is it! Literally, this is it. Like, hello, here, presenting your tablet to you, even though you're saying you have it. Kyutaro, you're saying you had your tablet on you at all times, yes? Yup, take a look, it's right here! And when you woke up, where was it? Huh. On the table in the Last Supper room. On the table?
I call that being off you. Meow.
As I thought, that tablet Kyutaro has now is to spare. This tablet I picked up was lying near you when you were passed out. What'd you say? I would assume this is Kyutaro's original tablet. The question is, why was it lying on the floor? It's because So took the tablet from Kyutaro.
What? But you're locked by fingerprints. Woof.
Sure, while I'm near him, he could bypass that by simply pressing the fainted Kyutaro's fingers to it. And so we arrive at an outrageous truth. What do you mean by that? Depending on when So looked at the tablet, he might have seen through our entire strategy.
What?
The worst time for it would be after the fourth trade.
That's when Kyutaro had the Sage, and I had the Keymaster. If you saw the tablet then, you could use Kyutaro's Sage power to also know I was the Keymaster.
So, has So just been acting a fool? Shoot, you got me. Or not. Wonder if I'm acting right now. Or maybe I'm telling the truth. So,
Not good. Now there's the possibility that So has the sacrifice.
it's no good. We shouldn't vote for So Hiyori. Guess not. You can vote for Kana or Miss Now. Whichever you like. Why, you? Well then, let's resume the discussion, guys. We'll discuss who it's safe to vote for. We gotta find the one with the least chance of having the sacrifice.
I'm making more and more voice cracking. E. Yeah.
So Hiyori must be avoided at all costs, for we don't know what he's thinking.
True.
But between Bucky Girl and Mrs. Now, is there any real difference?
You need a certain amount of tokens to take the sacrifice from Sarah in the trade. If you consider the token counts, you'll get your answer.
But I don't know the aim of the one who did the trade. What possibilities are there?
All I can think about is tokens. Meow. Bucky Girl had a lot, and Mrs. Now only had a little. What do we do now? Meow. Yeah.
Tokens. We just have to choose now. Between now and Kana.
Is it Gini Kenji? Like Gin says, Now hardly had any tokens. Surely. She couldn't have been the one to take the sacrifice from Sarah.
Then, is now the one the least likelihood? Wait, please! This isn't right!
Fix this now.
Least likelihood? Are you going to kill me with such vague reasoning? Please, have another discussion! You're right, we can't end this discussion. You, what are you saying? I just remembered something. There was a way anyone could get tokens. Miss Sarah, you know it too, don't you?
A way for anyone to get tokens from Rucko's body.
By stealing tokens from Rucko's body. I knew you could do it.
Mrs. Now wouldn't do such a thing. Meow.
But it's true. When I went to check the body, the tokens were already gone. And now was closely inspecting the room of lies. Nah, it ain't just now who could have done it. Couldn't any of us gotten these tokens? In other words, everyone has the potential to possess the sacrifice. It all ends with the game of trust.
And that last action is going to be the key. What were each of us doing at the time of the fifth trade?
As in, just before the main game started. Woof!
Hope you can find the sacrifice.
We have to determine based on So Kana announced action at the time of the trade.
I was sitting on the stairs, thinking back on everything that had happened. I was on the laptop in the winner's room the whole time. Will you believe that?
Wasn't really doing anything. Just wandering absentmindedly.
Did anybody see what the three were doing? I was moving rubble with Kenji Shinobi. I didn't see what the three were up to.
I was searching all of myself to see if there were any other exits. Meow.
Oh, sorry, wrong one. I want to check. The policeman was shoving aside rubble. I don't know a thing.
Kana, why aren't you speaking? Are you hiding something, Kana?
Uh,
Come to think of it, I feel like you were the only one I didn't see around then. Really? Where were you?
I was looking for something dropped.
Suppose you dropped.
I wasn't able to find it in the end. We just ran out of time.
There was also a ring-up box right in front of me. What do you think, Miss Sarah? I can't take Snow's claim seriously. If only I had passed out! The hope of escape had vanished. I couldn't even stand up. Everything I'm saying is true. Sarah, please believe me.
I didn't see those three. Meow. Sorry. Oof.
Come to think of it, didn't you tell me you found something while searching?
Meow. Yeah. There was a smartphone on the stairs. Woof.
What?
But it wouldn't even make calls. It was useless for escape. Meow.
I rested for not a second while moving that debris. All I can prove is Keiji Shinobi's alibi. Kana, please come up to the stand. Kana, was it a smartphone you lost?
How did you know?
Sure enough, I bet it's the same smartphone I found in Kana's first trial room. Gin, tell me, where did you pick that up?
It was a ways down the stairs. Meow.
How clumsy. She must have surely dropped it while we were all climbing the stairs. Are you protecting Kana so? Me, stick up for Kana. Think back for me. When we were climbing the stairs, So and Kana were walking. Oh, sorry. This is Sarah. When we were climbing the stairs, So and Kana were walking in front. If she had dropped the phone then, everyone should have noticed. In short, this was only dropped after we all climbed up to the exit. Kana dropped it while descending the stairs. Ugh! What did she descend for? Why did you try to hide this, Kana?
Thanks to Sarah, there's a message on the smartphone. Meow.
Right, that's what Kana's sister. Huh? It's a different message. Thank you. I love you, sister. No, oh, this is Kana.
Thank you. I love you, sister. Now it's Kana's turn to protect her big sister. Because that's how Kana gets on.
This.
Please give that back.
Hold on. Did you write this, Kana? But Kana's big sister is already dead. Could it be the sister this message is? No way. Surely not. Is that right, Kana? Your sister here is me.
Yes. I know. It's strange. But it's Kana here.
And so you want. Wrong voice. And so you wanted to save Sarah that much.
Yes.
Hey, Kana. Was it you who traded away Sarah's sacrifice? To avoid using the ring-up box in the winner's room, you return to the third floor and trade. Hey now! You're talking like Kana's! Are you saying she took the sacrifice to protect Sarah? That's so... It's inconceivable. No, I just don't want to conceive of it. Deny it, Kana. What worthless reasoning? That's all a load of...
No. It's all correct.
You idiot! Don't say anything!
Hide the truth anymore.
Kana! Kana did it. She really did it. To protect me. She took the sacrifice for herself. This just... the worst outcome! Such foolishness! So, You caught on at some point, didn't you? That's why you were trying to move the boat towards Kana. Shut up! Since there was no other way for Kana to survive.
Please, wait!
Huh?
Will you listen carefully to what Kana has to say?
Uh,
With the 5th trade, Kana switched her card and Sarah's card. Once she knew escape wasn't possible anymore, she had no idea what to do. Then she looked at the phone. Seeing her sister's words calmed her heart. And she came to despise herself for not being able to do anything. This whole time, Kana had just kept betraying her sisters, the others, Sarah. She just had a feeling that So had sent the sacrifice to Sarah. Kana doesn't get the complicated trade talk. She can't even reason out who gave who what. Even so, she was certain of just one thing. Because Sarah is so kind, she could trade the sacrifice to anyone.
Kana.
Kana. She didn't want to let Sarah die. And also, she didn't want to make So a murderer. That seemed more painful than her own death. So she traded her commoner for Sarah's sacrifice.
No.
But the card she received was a commoner.
What? What's going on here, Kana?
All of us understand either. Sure, she traded cards to Sarah, but it wasn't a sacrifice.
Unthinkable. What is Kana saying?
It's all true.
At any rate, we just have to talk about Kana's statement.
I can't believe Bucket Girl. Look, she's lying to try and confuse us. Meow.
Well, maybe Kana just messed up who she was trading with or something? Could be a situation that caused the rolls to disappear. Is that possible, I wonder? It was machine error. Maybe the tally broke and the trade went wrong?
Don't tell me. I wonder if So hacked the roll cards themselves.
I don't know what to believe. I can't see through the truth in their hearts right now. So we might just have to find the objective truth. Maybe the influence of So's hacking be sent into the roll data or something. Since some nice evidence would make that a whole lot more convincing. Too bad.
This might be an absurd opinion, but So was spending his remaining time messing with the laptop in the winner's room, right? I wonder, did he hack the card data then?
Is that even possible?
Because, I mean, there isn't anyone but So who could cause an irregularity, is there?
Someone who could cause an irregularity.
He's been betraying us over and over. Yeah. He's even less trustworthy than that loner. Well, don't trust Bucket Girl, fixes Sarah. So was the only one of us who can practically use a computer. Sure enough, maybe So hacked it.
This is the truth. The truth can be very simple. I don't know how the ring-up boxes work, but if you're just saying names into the receiver, there could have been mistakes. And yet my sacrifice definitely moved. Ugh. If it ain't Kana's mistake, then maybe the floor mouse was purposely changed the destination. Something like that. Gosh, you changed the trade? Come to think, wasn't Miley talking about some transgression of Goshu just before the main game? So he's hardly saying anything. I can't read his thoughts. There was a possibility. Something separate from So's hacking. an irregularity that definitely occurred. The transgression by Floor Master Gashu. I can't freaking speak.
Eh?
Excuse me? Remember what Miley said before the main game. Gashu, are you listening? You've really gone and mucked things up. You made a fragrant transgression. One that shakes the very core of the main game. And despite being such a huge transgression, it hasn't shown itself at all this far. And now, this illogical movement of the cards is tormenting us. Could this be the very issues of Gashu's transgression? If we believe Kana, that's the only explanation.
So Uncle Crabstash manipulated the movement of the cards? Yeah.
But for the Floor Master,
What would be the doing that?
well, there was some sort of merit. And that's why Gashu pushed us through the argument. I see. If his goal was made clear, maybe we know who he moved the sacrifice to, that is. Quite the off-mark inference. Is it alright for you to be using your time like this? Wait a second. This is draining me, guys. I love doing long episodes. I don't have people stream for 3 hours on this game.